Good Sunday morning. I'm Tametria Conner. Thanks for being with us for this Sunday special edition of WSFA 12 News Today in Alabama. We'll check your headlines in just a moment, but first, as you head to church or work this morning, meteorologist Eric Sneidel is tracking your morning forecast. And Eric, it's gloomy out there this morning.
Yeah, a little overcast, Tametria.
This morning we begin with the aftermath of a tornado outbreak in the Plains and Midwest areas. Dozens of tornadoes tore through parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa overnight. One twister killed at least 5 people and injured 30 more early this morning. NBC's Jay Gray has more.
It is the day after here in Oklahoma. Power crews moving into some of the hardest hit areas. Other teams assessing and going through the damage. Search and rescue still on the ground. The hardest hit area in this state is to the northwest in Woodward County, where at least 5 people are dead. 2 of those children, more than 20 injured right now as they continue to try and assess exactly what happened overnight. A string of violent and now deadly tornadoes ripping across this state. There is damage in Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska as well. The system will continue to move to the northeast today, all the way into the Great Lakes region at some point. But here they are focused on cleanup and recovery, and that's a process that's going to take a very long time. That's the latest from here in Norman, Oklahoma. I'm Jay Gray. Now back to you.
And Woodard, Oklahoma was the city the 5 people were killed. The mayor says lightning apparently disabled the storm warning system, and the storm caught residents off guard. Well, today marks the 1-year anniversary, and this is video of one of the 29 tornadoes that touched down in central Alabama on April 15th. 2011. This one in Marengo County, where 1 person died. It was first of the 2 devastating tornado outbreaks in April. 3 people were killed in the Boone's Chapel community in Autauga County. 10 others were injured across our region that day. And to honor the lives lost on April 15th, Governor Robert Bentley will take part in a special ceremony. It will be tomorrow night at 6 at Marbury High School. Well, this morning in Henry County, authorities are investigating a fatal fire in Abbeville that killed 2 girls ages 11 and 13 over the weekend. And we've learned they were home alone. The bodies of the 2 sisters were found in separate rooms in the house. According to officials, the mother left the girls unattended Friday night to go 4-wheeling. She returned the next morning around 7 to find the home burned to the ground and her children dead.
It's terrible. I'm personal friends with the family. I know the mother, I know the grandmother real well. She goes to church with us. It is just a horrific scene and terrible situation, terrible tragedy.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. No word yet on if the mother will be charged with negligence. Authorities are not releasing the names of the victims at this time. Well, they're fighting back in the name of schools. The Alabama Education Association brought thousands of teachers and supporters to the state capitol, and they came with a message. WSFA 12 News reporter Bethany Wells has more. The fight for women voters continues on the road to the White House. This after a prominent Democratic strategist recently took on Ann Romney. That set off fireworks and a debate about working mothers. In this morning's Meet the Press, the broader issue of the gender gap, women voters, and the economy were the hot topics. Former presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann found the attack against Ann Romney highly offensive.
Ann Romney certainly understood the economy, and I think women all across the country were highly insulted, and they should be, because women have borne the brunt of the failed economic policies under Barack Obama.
Thank you so much, Eric. Well, it was a great turnout for the 41st annual Calco Fort's Arts and Crafts Show in Fort Deposit. More than 150 exhibitors fill the 6-acre field with arts, food, and live entertainment. There's something for everyone, including the kids, and proceeds from the event go back to the community.
We have bought ambulances, we have bought equipment for the fire department, we've bought fire trucks, we have bought police cars, radios. It all goes back into the town.
If you missed it yesterday, it will be open today from 9 until 4. In Dale County, many gathered around the downtown square for the Ozark Crawdad and Music Festival. The festival featured the Todd Allen Henderson Band and several other country, oldies, and rock bands. And of course, plenty of food was on hand. Vendors served up New Orleans-style cuisines. Residents also say the festival was the perfect combination of food and good music. And we'll be right back after this. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and yesterday parents got the chance to safeguard their children in case of an emergency. The Exchange Club of Montgomery, along with the Sunshine Center, teamed up for their annual fingerprinting session at Eastdale Mall. The event was free, and event organizers say your child's fingerprints are important to have.
Parents can keep those records at home in case somebody were to snatch them or something were to happen. They'd have those records there at home and ready to give to the police or the sheriff or whoever's investigating.
If you're interested in having your child fingerprinted, go to the Write It Down section of WSFA.com for more information. Well, you don't have to go all the way to New York to see supermodels. That's because the Shops at East Chase Teen Board is fighting for cancer with style. Their spring fashion show took place yesterday. Teens showed off the latest fashions while promoting cancer awareness in support of the Joy to Life Foundation. And your weekend sports highlights are coming up after the break. And we'd like to congratulate our very own Caleb Hawk and Hannah Lane. The two made the big walk down the aisle. You know Hannah as a reporter for WSFA 12 News and the News at 9. And Caleb is the IT manager here at WSFA. Again, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Caleb Hawk. And also congratulations to our assistant news director, Desmond Wingard. The Troy grad won the Troy University Hall School of Journalism Outstanding Alumnus in Broadcasting Journalism Award. So congrats to Desmond.
That Desmond
Awesome.
Wingard, he's a star, isn't he?
He is a star. Nice picture too, by the way.
So excited in that photo. Congratulations, Desmond.
And Eric is here with a final check of weather.
Well, we've got some clouds out there, Tametria, kind of looking not so good, but I'll tell you what, a couple hours, it's going to be a very different picture. So for folks who are going to be commuting this morning, plan on dealing with some of the overcast skies, temperatures in the upper 60s to middle 70s. But once we start to get that sunshine out there, that atmosphere mixes out, the cloud layer is very thin. It's not going to take a whole lot to kind of burn them off. And I think that means plenty of sunshine here in a couple of hours. We'll top out right around 84 degrees in Montgomery. Figure low to mid 80s across much of the viewing area. We'll duplicate that again on Monday. But that's when we start to talk about the threat of some scattered showers and thunderstorms by late Monday through Tuesday. Again, the severe threat with this, very, very minimal, almost non-existent, not quite zero. It's April in Alabama. We'll keep an eye on it.
Perfect.
But this will be nothing like what the plane saw here.
I'm so glad.
That's the
Considering
best
today's
news
the
we can give you.
anniversary, we definitely don't need any more news.
Absolutely. You know what? Anytime this kind of month, we got to watch it. But this one looks good.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. And thank you for joining us for this Sunday special edition. We'll see you back here at 5 and 10. Have a good day.